My name's Ed Kurt. I'm the superintendent of Margaretta Local Schools. Wanted to give a district update to our community of where we're at. Very challenging year this year, going through COVID-19 and the pandemic. Very proud of our district, our faculty, our staff, our students, our parents, all worked together and collaborated to have a great year and get a lot done in unprecedented times. Very proud of the fact that we stepped up and we used our CARES Act money and we got technology for one-to-one through the district. Implemented that right away with little hiccups that we took care of right away. Provided packs for connectivity through communities so that everybody had connectivity at home. And we had a process and educational options where we could be fully remote, hybrid, or 5 days a week educational delivery plan. So hats off to our faculty and staff for doing that, and the collaboration and coordination with parents and students to have a very productive year. Obviously, the thing you worry about in a pandemic is safety. I'm very proud of the fact that we have teamed with the Erie County Health Department to provide safety the best we could as a district. North Point ESC gave great leadership to all the districts in the area, and each of the districts collaborated together in unison to make sure that we were all picking each other's brain and getting as much resources as we could get to our students. Anywhere from shields to masks, to sanitizers, to foggers, to barriers. We've done it all and tried to keep our kids as safe as we can and at the same time be as productive as we possibly can. So we're very proud of those efforts. Big things that are facing our district. We do have a renewal levy on the ballot May 4th. It's a renewal. It's no additional taxes. It's very important because with the Nexus pipeline going through the district, we are looking at the possibility of addressing school facilities as a district. We currently have 1913, 1927, 1957, 1963 buildings that our students are in. There's 100 acres sitting on the board office property, and our bus garage sits on 101, and a field there that's open for the possibility of building a PK through 12 facility on there. With the support of the Nexus and even the commitment level that they promised to us, if that comes through, we will be able to do it without a bond issue and without going back to the local taxpayers if we can keep the renewal levy where it is. We have an opportunity May 4th to be on the ballot. We're also could be on in August and November. So those three opportunities are all before it stops collecting and keeps Nexus commitment to the level that they promised us when their pipeline went in. Beyond that, like I said, we've had a very productive year. We're in the fourth quarter now. We're looking to finish strong. In looking to the future, we are looking very hard at College Credit Plus options in our high school to afford our students the option to take those college classes, but stay in the building and be a part of the full high school experience in our building. Beyond that, as a district, we're looking very hard at our literacy delivery process and the science of reading and brain-based research on how we read and really attacking literacy skills for our students across the board. So with those two big initiatives, we're very excited about the future of us delivering a great educational model to our district and getting better, and at the same time looking at the opportunity to really address facilities that have been an issue here at Margaretta Schools so long. And this property, I mentioned the 100 acres earlier. This property was bought 52 years ago with the hopes of addressing school facilities. It's 52 years later. With the support that we have with what's going on in the district, if we hold ourselves where we're at, there's a great opportunity for us to address those facilities without asking for a bond issue and local tax additional support. We're excited about finishing the year strong. Beyond all that going on, we have stepped up to form a food pantry in our high school where our students can get food and clothing when needed. We also have supported food delivery to the kids throughout the whole year. And above and beyond that, we teamed with Ohio Go to have a monthly food pantry for members of the community where on average we're servicing 166 families in our district on a monthly basis with food. So Margaretta Schools is proud of the fact that we've teamed with our community. These efforts and what I explained to you is what makes this a very special community, and it's an honor to be an educator in this community, and we look forward to moving forward and serving the community. Thank you.
I'm Diane Keegan, the treasurer here at Margaretta Schools, and I just wanted to give a quick update of the status of the business and the school system. We have a lot of things going on, exciting things going on at the district with looking at new facilities and possibly building a pre-K-12 building at our new, our open field here out behind the board office here. And we also have, it's an exciting time for the finance world because we have some incremental taxes that are coming into the district that is making it a possibility of going and looking at new buildings and building a new school system. We have some uncertainties around those tax dollars. In general, at the beginning of the process, back in 2014-15, when Nexus was beginning the process of implementing and installing the pipeline, the natural gas pipeline, they had put some projections together that had stated that Margaretta was going to have an incremental tax revenue of approximately $29 million over the first 5 years, was kind of the projection of the incremental tax dollars that Margaretta schools would receive over a 5-year period. We just started collecting on those taxes in 2020, was the first tax collection year for the Nexus dollars. And the taxing authorities, actually, their tax bill and the tax valuation is coming in more like probably around $42 million. Unfortunately, in the process of going through that and receiving their first tax bill, Nexus has appealed and again has appealed the second year of taxes to the tune of 38 to 40% of that tax bill. So we basically were planning on using those tax dollars to build the pre-K-12 in the neighborhood of that $29 million number over the 5-year period. The taxing authorities actually have that much higher in the 40 million range, and the Nexus company would like to pay and is appealing down to approximately 16 million. So there's a big widespread there between the different tax amounts for the district, which is, of course, adding some additional complications and timing issues as it relates to the new facilities. So there's a lot of confusion out there about what we're doing and the details behind that. But that's kind of where we are from a Nexus pipeline, incremental taxes, as well as the pre-K-12 building. Our hope is that it'll settle somewhere in the middle and we'll be able to afford the pre-K-12 building with the assistance of the Nexus dollars, as well as the state has locked in at 38% share for paying for the building, which is about $15 million from the state of Ohio. So more to come. There's a lot of moving pieces and there's a lot of things that are still unknown. So we're kind of waiting out and seeing what happens with the Nexus appeals before we move forward with, breaking ground and doing anything permanent and long-term. We also have the potential for a renewal coming up. We have a 7.75 tax mill that is a renewal tax that is actually on the ballot for the first time in May of this year, 2021. And this is a renewal. There's no new taxes, so it's just a renewal of the existing taxes that the residents are paying today. This is a very important renewal. It's a lot of money, and it's used for our ongoing operations and day-to-day operations. But as well, it's important for people to understand that Nexus has they pay based on the millage rate that is on our tax bill. So to the extent that that 7.75 mil does not renew, that will give a tax break not only to Nexus, basically. So they would even be able to collect and pay even less if the tax renewal does not go through. So this tax renewal is very important to the district as well. So there's a lot of things out there right now that we're waiting, and are time sensitive, and we're waiting to see how the appeal settles out, as well as the tax renewal, before we can move forward with the new building. We're very excited. We're hoping that the Nexus appeal will settle somewhere in the middle, if not closer to the actual tax bill and the money that the taxing authorities have stated that they owe. And that will give us an opportunity to go forward with some new buildings for this school.